Hi everyone, Nini here again. Today we're talking about policies. And the question is, do I need HR policies? Today I'm going to answer that question and give you 5 reasons your company needs these. Now, policy sounds like policing language, right? Too rigid, too serious, all about penalties. Sometimes. A policy is a standard or a guideline and helps your customers see your company culture through your staff. So it's just like having laws in a city or a country. Policies bring organization and order and a uniqueness to your brand. So here are 5 reasons to have HR policies in your company. Number one, you get to manage expectations. Your staff will know what is expected of them when you have policies, and these tell them how to act in certain situations in line with your company goals. So it is important to make them accessible to everyone in your company. When you start to build up your HR policy guide, you could also include your procedures and internal processes. This makes workflow more efficient. Now, if you want your team to read them or at least reference them, try to make them concise and to the point. Getting an HR professional to write policy ensures you have the right information from employment law and it is written to fit your culture well. Next off is risk management. You get to stay in tune with employment law. If there's a dispute with a current or ex staffer, the onus is typically on the employer to prove they had standards that were breached or that they had standards, period. So don't risk having to defend yourself in court just because you don't have standards to guide your staff. You want to have a foot to stand on. Make sure they're properly written with your audience and your industry in mind. Number 3, culture. Now, I see people's eyes glaze over when I mention culture. What is it really from a business standpoint? Culture is about a mindset in your workplace that defines your brand and makes your company unique and differentiates you from your competitors. It makes customers return to you or refer others to you. Now, have you ever been in a toxic work culture? I have. It was plagued with drama, gossip, and angry people all over the place, and I didn't want to be there for the most part. So when my work there was done, I was so glad I could leave, even though I didn't have a job waiting. Now, a great culture is the opposite. People are generally happy, willing to help, and this is especially important if you have customer facing staff, right? So define your work culture early on through good policies. Growth. Now, may I suggest that if you expect to grow beyond your current size, get it done today. If you work with 2 or 3 people, it's relatively easy to communicate your requirements and not have them too scrambled along the way. Just think about the telephone game and how miscommunication increases as it goes down the line. Exactly. As your company grows, you need to have consistent standards across your team, and policies are that point of reference so that all your staff are singing from the same song sheet. Next is staff retention. People take jobs for various reasons. It's close to home, great pay and benefits, survival job, or they've heard it's a fun environment, and a host of other reasons. But they will stay because they have good leaders, good culture, and company values that align with theirs. And they know and understand their roles, even if the pay isn't the best in the industry. So, from the frontline staffer to the director, everyone wants to know what they're doing and why. That's what policies do. They give clarity. And a lack of policies makes for an environment where rules apply to some and not to others. What this produces is pockets of staff within your company. You'd have the entitled group, the apathetic group, the disgruntled group, and you really don't want to have those in your company. Not to mention the exodus of good people. So if you want to reduce turnover, make sure everyone knows the company's expectations of them, you do this through your standards and your policies. So here's a question. When is the best time to get policies going? As a biased HR professional, I would say before you open for business. Okay. As an unbiased HR professional, I would say while you're still writing your business plan, that's how important it is to have that foundation. Now, the reality is that few businesses do this, but all is not lost. If you never thought about it until now, get going on this. Start with key policies that every organization ought to have. They could be things like payroll policy, vacation policy, anti harassment policies, drug and alcohol policies, things like that, and build up from there. It isn't too late to get started on doing these. And a good HR coach will demonstrate how to implement these based on your industry size and your goals. Okay, so let's recap. What are the reasons you need policies in your business? First, you're able to manage expectations. Next, there's risk management. Next, culture. Number 4, growth. Number 5, staff retention. So, rules, standards, company code, policies, whatever you call them, get them done. It'll keep you organized and everyone accountable, and in the long run, save you money. Thanks for watching. I hope you got something out of this, and I hope this helps you in the management of humans. Please subscribe, like, and share, and also talk to me in the comment section. See you next time.